All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some more Puckdoku. My Leafs are up 2-0, and what is this playoff? I gotta get someone who played for the Leafs in 2022, 2023 in the playoffs. Same thing with the Avs, same thing with the Oilers. All right, I can do this. Let's start with the Edmonton Oilers, right? 2022, 2023 Oilers all the way back then. So would they have had Zach Hyman there? When did we lose Zach Hyman? I got to try to think of somebody off the table here. A depth, a piece, maybe. Who is their goaltender? I know obviously last year and this year as well. I can just go off the table a little bit. I can go Leon Draisaitl. Zach Hyman is the one I'm thinking about. Zach Hyman, was he there? Or I think he was there in 2023. Yeah, I think Zach Hyman is there. So you know what? I'm going to try it here, ladies and gentlemen. Was Zach Hyman with us in the playoff run with Florida? I don't know. I gotta do it. Zach Hyman? There it is. His first year, 2022, 2023. Thank God. 23-24. Let me go with Matthias Janmark, ladies and gentlemen. 2%. Let's go. And then this year's playoffs, who is there? Let me go with the man who keeps on cooking, Corey Perry. All right, off the board. Didn't have to take the main names. Next up, 22-23. So this is after they won the Stanley Cup, the Colorado Avalanche. Oh my God. So Landeskog wouldn't have been there, right? Nichushkin, I don't know if he was there. Who else did they have on their team at this point? Casey Middlestat they picked up at the beginning of the season, and then they traded him. They got Brock Nelson and Charlie Coyle, right? What about a defenseman that they moved on from? I mean, I can go Makar, I can go Devon Taves. Was Josh Manson there at that point? You know what? Let me go with Gerard. All right, there you go. Dan Gerard, no. Samuel Gerard, boom. 3%. Very nice. 23-24. Last year with the Colorado Avalanche. Last year, what round did they lose to? Did they lose to Dallas last year? In the second round, it was Dallas-Edmonton, the conference finals, or did they lose to another team? I forget, to be honest. My goodness. Goaltender situation. Did they have Darcy Kemper last year? You know what? It might have been Darcy Kemper because that trade, Darcy Kemper, Pierre-Luc Dubois, was he there from LA? You know what? Maybe not. No, Darcy Kemper. I don't think that's the one. Nazem Kadri won it with them in 22, but I think he went to Calgary the next year. This one is a tough one, actually. I can just go with the main names. I can't think of the goaltender. A depth piece for them. You know what? Yeah. I'm screwing the pooch here. Cale Makar, ladies and gentlemen, 19%. And this year's playoffs, let's go with someone they picked up at the trade deadline, Brock Nelson. All right, so I had to go off the table there with Cale Makar. I couldn't think about anybody else from last year's playoff run, like a pickup, a rental. Yeah, I just couldn't think about it. Now here we go. Now we have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. The Toronto Maple Leafs. All right. 2022, 2023, we lost to Florida. Let me go with my man, Luke Shen, baby. 2%. Yeah. Last year's playoff run. Let me think about this one. Who was there last year for our playoff run? Man, my God, we've had so many players over the playoffs over the last 7 years, like Patrick Marleau, Joe Thornton, Jason Spezza, Nick Foligno, but that was before. That was not last year. Who did we have on our team last year, man? Oh, man, the goaltender situation. Who was starting for us last year? Joseph Wall went in, then he got injured, right? Did Samsonov finish it off last year? I think so. Samsonov was there, right? He was there in overtime. I think I'm going to go Samsonov, ladies and gentlemen. Samsonov, Sergei Samsonov. His name is not Sir, it's Ilya, you fucking idiot. Oh my God, I picked the first fucking name, and it's the Toronto Maple Leafs. All right. At 24-25, I would have got that one as well. That is not right. That's not right. Look at that. All the fans calling me all the names in the book. Oh my God, you effing wow. Wow, what are these words you guys are using? All right, well, whatever. 8 for 9, and I got a Toronto Maple Leaf wrong. What can you do in Puckdoku? Fucking idiot.